folks, Kyle here, Dark 30 Outdoors. Hey, today I'm going to bring you 4 tips for calling in bucks when you're hunting deer. And let's get right into it. Tip number 1, use the right call. For the most part, you're going to be using just a contact grunt or maybe even a tendon grunt, okay? A contact grunt, it's a really short, stout sequence, just a I've already called one in. Darn squirrels. So that's just your basic content grunt. And then your tendon grunt, it's real similar. It just has a rhythmic cadence to it, right? It's just your... Okay? That's really all you need. Use the right call. Okay, again, your contact grunt, that's just a... That's your contact grunt. And then your tendon grunt, that's a little bit more rhythmic cadence. You know, your... That's all it is. I mean, we've all... I don't know about you guys, but I've seen guys out there and they're just... As the thumbnail indicates, it's not a trombone, okay? It's a grunt call. Use it appropriately. Use the right call. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to keep your calling sequence short. That goes for calling and rattling. You know, I might just give it a... and then hit the bag for about 20 seconds. That's it. You don't need to rattle that bag for 2 or 3 minutes. That's overkill. Just think less is more, okay? You really don't need to make a lot of noise. You're just trying to get their attention and maybe nudge them your way. Tip number 3 really applies to when you're blind calling. That's, you don't see a buck or a deer, but you think there might be one out there. So you call and you hope you nudge them your way. Be sure to be patient with that between your calling sequences. Wait a good 25-30 minutes. You don't have to get that call out every 6 minutes and wail on it. That's just too much. Give it 25 minutes. Be patient. Let the animals kind of meander around. They can hear that sound that you made, and they may eventually come your way and come into your area. But you got to be patient. Tip number 4, when you have finished your calling sequence, sit down and shut up. Or if you're standing, stay standing. Try not to move at all. Maybe like this. Those bucks, especially those mature bucks, they have pinpointed that sound, and they are coming in looking to visually confirm what they heard. They are scanning and looking for you. Any movement, you standing up and sitting down, they're gonna pick you off long before you even know they're there. So be still and be alert. That's tip number 4. That's all it is. The rattle bag, there's not a lot to that. I know a lot of guys prefer antlers, but I think the rattle bag sounds just like it. If it's early in the season, you hear people talk about tickling the tines, then you just take it easy, right? You're just making a little noise. That's real. That works real well, especially if it's dead calm conditions, because that sound will travel a lot farther than you realize. Or if it's now, you know, we're getting close to Halloween, and that's a great time to call and rattle. That's your bonus tip for time of the year. From about October the 28th through about November the 4th, calling and rattling can be just phenomenal. So that's your bonus tip, is timing. But yeah, you know, if you get right into the things are heating up, then you just and then lock it down and don't move. You don't need to hammer that rattle bag for 2 or 3 or 4 minutes. The noise that I just made, any buck that it would be within about 200 yards of here will hear that. And it's pretty breezy today, so it doesn't take much, folks. Often when it comes to calling and rattling for bucks when you're deer hunting, think less is more. And I hope these tips will help you out. As always, thanks for watching.